All right, art criticism number 4. We are looking at this lovely artwork right here, and we are going to fill in our answers over on our document. So looking at the title information at the top, the artist's name is always first. So it says Rembrandt van Rijn is the artist's name. So Rembrandt van Rijn. He is Dutch, which is why the name might sound or look a little bit different than names you're used to hearing and seeing. The title is Two Women Teaching a Child to Walk. And he created it around, the C says like circa, between 1635 and 1637. I will explain why it took him 2 years to make such a simple drawing. It didn't actually take 2 years. Spoilers. But I'll explain that when we get farther into the art criticism. Go ahead and pause me right now while you finish filling in that information, and unpause me when you are ready to go to the describe slide. Describe it is. All right, it says list 3 to 4 things you see in this artwork. Well, we can say 2 women and a child. We got that just from the title. We can see they're in dresses. They're holding hands. We can say they have hats on. We can also say that the design is all in red. And again, I'll explain what that's about in a little bit. But yeah, that's 5 things. We only need 3 to 4. Oh, actually 6. 6 things I can totally count. Go ahead and finish typing your things into the describe slide. Pause me and unpause me when you're ready for analyze. Here we go with analyze. In a complete sentence, explain how unity is created in this drawing. So unity is that sense of sameness, that going together. We talked about creating unity with color, unity with value, unity with shape, unity with proximity, unity with texture, and unity with value, color, texture. Another one that I'm totally forgetting, but doesn't matter because it doesn't actually apply to this. So, of those 5 of the 6 that I could remember, what technique was actually used in this one? What is the same that is uniting this piece together? Yeah, it's unity of color, right? That should be pretty obvious. It's all one color. We talked about that on the describe slide. So, unity is created in this artwork by using all the same color. Ta-da! That's the whole sentence. Go ahead and type that in, and when you're done, click over to the interpret slide. Interpret! Sorry, I filmed a lot of these videos today. Knowing that this drawing is a sketch from a collection of sketches. That's why we have such a long date. It's the whole sketchbook was created during those 2 years. We don't really know when each of the individual drawings was made. So this drawing was used as a sketch. We've talked about artist sketches already and what are the purposes and why do people use them and what can they be done with. And generally, when we talked about it, the sketch is not the finished drawing. It's not a completed work. So Rembrandt was not like, this is a masterpiece, I have finished it. No, this is just a quick sketch that he did of this scene. Why do you think that this artist created this drawing? We talked about those artist sketches in the Scholastic Arts. We talked about how, Van Gogh and Henri Toulouse-Lautrec, they happened to want to catch it quick. They saw their friend scribbling furiously. They wanted to cut it down really quick. We talked about Rembrandt Bearden, who was capturing the world around him in the town that he lived in Haarlem. We talked about, oh goodness, so many others. We talked about a couple other people. I don't think we talked about Frida Kahlo. There's a third person I'm totally forgetting. Okay, whatever. We talked about several other artists about why they use sketches. What's happening here, and why does it have to be a sketch? Why isn't this just instantly a finished work of art? What is happening that wouldn't be something you could catch and finish? Why is this not? It's not a still photo. It's not a pose. What about it required this to be a sketch? And what do you think the sketch could potentially be used for? So go ahead and give me your interpretation of why he created this sketch and what it could be used for later. When you are done with that sentence, go ahead and move on to the judgment slide. Judgment! Do you think that a sketch is art? Does it have to be a finished work of art, or does this qualify as a work of art even though it's just a sketch? Why or why not? As long as you defend your point, you will get all of the points for the category. So tell me, do you think that this counts as a finished work of art? When you're done with that, go ahead and submit, and you are all set with art criticism number 4.